Hi learners, Alyssa-Marie here and welcome to another episode of Learning with Alyssa. In this episode, we look at a place, the different routes or journey to get there, and a historic landmark nearby, all in one. Today we visit and learn a bit about the Vigie Paramin lookout and surroundings. But first, let's begin with the journey. You can gain access to the lookout by two routes. The first route is by venturing through the lovely village of Paramin via Saut Deau Road, off the Moncoko Road in Maraval. The steep winding roads may be a bit challenging for new drivers to the hill. However, there you can see some lovely sights on your way through and feel the warmth of the village. The drive appears to be both intriguing and breathtaking, making you admire the drivers who maneuver these roads on a daily basis. One of the most stunning places, both for its people and landscape, there is timeless quality about the calm and welcoming nature of each and every unique character, all put together to embody a rich and pristine culture. Only through here you can see and get a feel for the life of Paramin. As you go higher, the roads get a bit steeper and the breeze gets a bit cooler. This is where the two roads meet, so let's look at the other. The second route to the Paramin lookout is via Saut Deau Road, off the North Coast Road. Saut Deau in Patois means hole or valley of Padu. A padu is a fruit native to South America. The pods contain black seeds which are covered in a thick, white juicy pulp. This fruit is also found throughout Paramin. This concrete road was built back in the mid-90s. There are a couple more roads like this in Paramin. On my visit there, it was a bit foggy, but don't worry, you will get to see what's behind the fog. These roads were built as agricultural access roads to aid gardeners in getting their fertilizers, chemicals, and seedlings to the land, and transporting their produce to the markets. These roads were constructed in concrete as a test when the roads at the time were becoming impassable to motor vehicles. This one being the first of its kind, designed to help vehicles with traction and water runoff a lot faster. Now we're back to where the two roads meet, so let's continue. This is a glimpse of what the site looked like before. And at present. The lookout is at the entrance to the trail leading to the famous Saut Deau beach. Yes, the road that starts in Marval leads to the beach called Saut Deau, in Patois meaning warm water cove. The trek to the beach is considered to be one of the most challenging, estimated at just a bit over 3 miles for the total journey, down and up. But hikers mostly anticipate the steep return climb to the top. This journey was most popular amongst the villagers and visitors, especially on the long Easter weekend when folks would camp on the beach. The hike is rated at least a level 7 by many hiking groups. The journey down can take up to 1 hour and the return from 1 to 3 hours, depending on your fitness. On the beach stands a statue of Saint Peter looking towards the sea. Saint Peter, also called Peter the Rock, as a former fisherman, is known as the patron saint of net makers, shipbuilders, and fishermen. The statue was erected on the beach many years ago. by the Roman Catholic Church in remembrance of St. Peter's Day, also called Fisherman Day, observed on the 29th of June each year. Back then, a priest would visit the beach and keep holy mass with the villagers on the nearest Sunday to the date. There is also a statue of Saint Peter in the village of Maruga. On the beach, you also get a closer view of the island called Saut Deau Island, which looks like a short distance on the beautiful waters. It is home to the pelican and many other birds. And now we're back at the La Vigie lookout. La Vigie meaning lookout in Patois. With different viewing decks, it is perhaps one of the most lovely places. This is why the La Vigie lookout is a must for many visitors. The site consists of areas for liming and cooking with friends and family. You can view the northern range if it's not foggy. You can view the Caribbean Sea, a view that makes for a photogenic setting. It's why folks are always taking pics with it as the backdrop, even with fog. Fog forms sometimes after the rain. It's little droplets of water hanging in the air as water vapor, becoming visible with the rapid pace at which it cools. There are many other places to visit, but the view here best captures what is a satisfying scenery. There's much more to the beautiful rocky terrain. As a tower and heart of a community, the stunning scenery also has a story of human history. It is said that when the slaves escaped from the Diego Martin estates, they would travel through the trails in the mountains leading straight to here, which was called Payaneg back then, to rest amongst the rocks, before continuing on their journey to Negmawa Bay, just off the Font Padu Road, which was a hideout for slaves. The breathtaking views, culture of the village, and the friendly locals will keep you coming back. I encourage you to do further research. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more awesome learning videos.